One of the hardest things to do in the life that we are living in today is to find a mate. You see, in the country that I am from, Nigeria, as my friend likes to call it, is Nigeria for anybody else. In the country that I am from, when a man is interested in a woman, he doesn't just go date the woman and steal her, as you know, is common in the Western world, as if the woman has any anything of herself. When it's wedding time, she still, even though she had picked her mate, yeah, the dad still gives her away. In the old country, the man will say, "I like this girl," and they pick each other. But when he's ready to make a proposal, he doesn't go down and bow down one knee. What he does is he go and tell his parents, "I found someone that I am interested in. I will bring her for you to what? Process." You see, parents have an ability because of their years, not necessarily because they are wise parents, because some parents could be lack a little bit of wisdom. But if they are halfway onto their wisdom, some parents know where to go with this thing. So the boy will bring home the girl for the parents to process. And when they process the young lady, the dad will say, "Dismiss this girl because of this, and this." And the mother will say, "Keep this girl or dismiss this girl because of this, and this. But I love her, but she will cause you bigger problems down the road." Further, before they finish the conclusion, they will go and meet the family. And then they will get a better idea of who they are joining affinity with. And then if everything passes, then they will go and ask the father for the daughter. You see? But in America, or in the West, as I like to say, you have the guy will go and court the girl. Court. Like a basketball court. Now, if he, in his limited wisdom, finds her a fit for him, he will bow down on one of his knees and say, "Will you marry me?" And the girl will say, "Yes." And both of them are about as high as Bob Marley when he was smoking one of his special cigarettes. Now, he will hug her and they'll be happy, and it seemed like everything is good. Then he'll go home and tell his mom, "I'm getting married." She'll go home and tell her that he proposed, and everybody will be clapping and happy as if this is a great thing. And then 3 to 5 years later, they're divorced and they're arguing over who will keep the child. You're following me now? So when you look at the divorce rate, sometimes very similarly, they are very close. The West, of course, will win, but in the East, because of the simplicity and if a man gets tired of the lady because she is, talking very disrespectfully, she's, not doing the wife duties, then he will dismiss her. As my uncle said, we put her on a bicycle and send her back to her parents' house. Here, the woman is very leveraged, so therefore it is not as easy to put her on the bicycle and send her back. In fact, she can put you on your own bicycle and send you home, out of your own home, if you are lucky enough to live in your own home. You see, so dating now in the black community is done on levels. And now with women in the workforce, which is, I agree, is a great thing. Please don't think Dreddy Peso does not agree with this, but it's a great thing that women are now making super money, right? A man, if he's about his business, may be making $100,000 a year, and a woman can go out and make even 150 to 200,000 a year, and they can bring all that money to their home and nest up, and then make enough money to pay the grandparents or a trusted nanny to watch the kids, and everything is hunky-dory. But now there's this thing where the men have been getting in a lot of trouble. The trouble is we are in jail. We are on the streets using or distributing drugs. We are undereducated. We have not too many of us doing anything with our brain. Everything is with our hand. I drive bus, I push truck, I do all these things with my hand, no brain. The women are doing everything with their brain, and then they have to go deal with a man who has no brain. So now it has become one of those things where you have to understand what is going on. But I don't think that you should be dating a guy based on his financial level, even though the financial level does tell much about his mental level. But you should date somebody on the same mental level. And he could be wanting to be a step higher, but just is not aware of what to do to make that possible. So dating, you have to understand the level. I don't think a woman who makes 300,000 should date a man who's making 30. It doesn't make sense, because in a realistic way, the amount of income you're making is come most of the time a direct proportionate to how you think about yourself. Now, some men might say, I consciously do not want to make money because money is not something I am thrilled about. And if that's the case, then he may have a high level of mental capacity, but does not have the understanding to know the importance and the need of making the money to match that level. So we should not be blinded by this. But there are dating levels in the black community, and you have to know how to handle these things. You have to be in your ballpark. If you're making 50,000, chances are you will attract anybody making 50,000. But sometimes your level of thinking is higher than what your income represents, because you're not aware of how to make your income better. So women should not look at a man and say, well, he's not doing this, so I won't even look at his resume. And a man shouldn't do the same thing. But you got to look at their mental level in which to grade them by. Dreddy Peso, we see you later.